All right, so Lionel, we didn't know your name, but a woman called me up and said she met a guy from Chicago, and he took her to Miami. And she got so drunk, she had to go to the hospital and completely ruined the trip. She was very willing to take responsibility, and she wanted a second chance with the guy. And she said, you were good looking, you were attractive, you did nothing wrong. It was all on her.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when the next videos are posted. And we're off. This is a rare, in fact, the only time I have ever done a two-parter. There was a woman on, had a date with a great guy, blew it, admitted it. One of the rare times you see a modern woman, a black woman especially, take accountability, take responsibility. Typically, it's like kryptonite for modern black women especially. But in the aftermath, a little while later, the actual guy came on and gave his side of the story. As always, the original Kendra video at the bottom of the description. As always, here we go.
And you blocked her and didn't give her a second chance. I know your name, but you reached out to me to make me aware that you are the guy. So since you are the guy, give us your version to the story.
Okay. Well, the version she said was not true.
You ain't got to lie.
Number one, let's start. So she was on your show. So we was talking before. So my trip to Miami was already planned. Okay. So we linked up at her house before and we talked prior to. So Miami wasn't the first time that we linked up or got in contact with each other. So that was a lie. So let's start with the day of the trip. The day of the trip, she didn't answer the phone. So I was calling her because I got an early morning flight at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was blowing up her phone, she didn't answer. So I want to say around like 5:15, she answered.
Can you hear me now?
Said, oh my God, I was drunk in the bathtub.
Now, it's not that I don't believe what the brother is saying, but his timeline is way off. He said the flight was up around 7 a.m. And when she finally picked up, it was 5 o'clock. That would be p.m. And you'll hear a little later that they finally left around 4 o'clock. So the timeline's a bit off. Kendra didn't catch it, but keep listening. This story is incredible.
So when I went upstairs to get her bag, she had like a bunch of face stuff on her face, like literally drunk. Like you could smell alcohol on her. And it was like, before then, I knew she had a problem, because you know how you can kind of tell, but I didn't want to accept it. So when we get to O'Hare, we missed the flight because we was late. So I'm on the phone with American, trying to get a flight. They tell me, well, the next flight out is at 4 o'clock. Remind me, we had the airport at 7 o'clock in the morning.
But wait, real quick, I want to make sure I'm following along. This is at the O'Hare Airport?
Yeah, this is at O'Hare Airport.
So this is at so y'all didn't even make it to Miami yet?
No, because we missed the flight because she was drunk in the bathroom.
Yeah, it kind of cut out there, but she had missed the flight that was scheduled for 7 a.m. or so because she had been drinking the night before. She passed out drunk in the bathtub. So that's what he said, bathtub, that you missed the last word on. Well, part of.
So she was drunk before y'all even got to Miami?
Before we even got to Miami.
Okay.
When she was telling the story to Kendra, she said that she got drunk in Miami, claimed she had 2 shots, and Kendra had even kind of let her off the hook in a way, saying that when she goes to Miami, she doesn't drink those drinks because they're so strong. But as it turns out, She was drunk well before she even got out of Chicago to get to Miami.
So now we get to Miami, we get the rental car. I'm like, at this point, it's already 9 o'clock. I supposed to have been in Miami at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's damn near 9 o'clock at night. So we go get the rental, and now we go to the restaurant. We order it, and she like, can I get a drink? I said, I'm not buying you nothing to drink. I said, if you want something to drink, you pay for it, period. So she paid for her drink. We go to the room. We go to sleep. The next morning, she's like, what do you want to do? I said, there's nothing to do. I said, I'm already trying to book a flight back to Chicago. You got your bags? Ain't nothing to talk about. I'm on the phone with America. I said, hey, is there any way you can give me the first flight smoking first thing in the morning? So they was like, okay, we can change. We supposed to leave Monday. So I got the first flight.
What date is this? Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
So I said, give me the first flight Sunday morning, whatever you got, nonstop back to Chicago, no extra stops, go right there.
Damn. Bro was like, look, I don't even want to sit in an airport on a layover. We need to go straight back home. Damn.
So they said, we got a flight 5:45 in the morning. Okay, cool. We get in the car and she like, can I charge 2 drinks to the room? I'm like, no. I said, I told you I'm not buying you nothing to drink. So she like, well, I'm just gonna charge it up.
Well, damn. She was either drunk then or going through whatever the equivalent of a drunk going through withdrawal symptoms is. Damn, girl. She has a problem.
Oh, no, the hell you ain't. So I instantly messaged the hotel, and I sent you the proof. I messaged the hotel like, hey, if anybody charges anything into the room that's not me, do not allow it whatsoever. So as we get back to the hotel, she like, let me out. Okay, cool. So I let her out. She goes, I don't know where she goes. So I parked the car. Next thing you know, I'm looking for her. I don't see her. So I went to the bar to watch the game. So I'm still looking for her. I don't see her. I want to say roughly like 30 minutes later, I see her walk past me. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go upstairs and get my swim trunks on. I go upstairs. I was only upstairs for 20 minutes. 20 minutes tops. So I go upstairs. My phone is ringing as I'm trying to get ready. It's a Miami number. I'm thinking, fam, bill collector. I ain't got to answer y'all. So I called back. I said, did somebody call this number?
Look, I'm not, again, I believe his story, but who the calls a bill collector or a spam call number back?
So they was like, okay, we'll call you back. I look over the balcony. I see her laying down, like she slumped over like this. I see 2 guys pick her up. The hotel called me and say, hey, are you with such and such? I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, it's an emergency. You need to come downstairs. So now I go downstairs. They're wheeling her in a wheelchair. They're wheeling her through the lobby. She's foaming, like she's slobbing by the damn mouth, and she's like this inside the wheelchair, like just slobbing, Kendra. I'm talking about slobbing. So now the paramedics come. The paramedics come. They trying to put her, and they told her that she was unconscious. Basically, she wasn't breathing and stuff. So they trying to rush her. So they told me, they said, well, they gave me the hotel, they gave me the hospital she was going to. I said, well, let me go upstairs and grab her purse, all her information in it, and my wallet. So as we go to the hospital, the lady told me, she was like, well, she's heavily intoxicated. You have to come back later. Give us a call. So I go back to the room. I call her. I call the hospital. They said, well, she's still heavily intoxicated.
Damn!
She drunk a 5th in less than 20 minutes. A 5th of tequila. She drunk a 5th in 20 minutes. I was only gone for 20 minutes. So then I'm calling. I'm like, she ain't gonna miss this damn flight. Y'all gonna have to pump her up with something because we got a 5 o'clock flight. So I called back at 9 o'clock at night. They like, well, she's still heavy intoxicated. Give us a few more hours. So now it's like 12 o'clock. I'm like, hey, we got to go. So they called me back around like 1 a.m. and said, you know, she's good to go. You come pick her up. I had already packed her bag. The bag's already in the car. Ain't no sleeping.
No, sleep till Chi-Town. And we're going to leave it there. Well, she made the flight. He saw that she got back. He didn't even help her out with her bags. Just dropped that off, blocked her on everything. She tried to call him. Didn't accept her calls. She called from different numbers. When he knew it was her, he'd hang up. He is done with her. She wanted it back. And honestly, she's just got way too big of a drinking problem. Who wants to take on a woman with addiction of any kind for that matter? No, too much baggage. Sweet enough until she's had one too many, which she's going to have one too many. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. Until next time, that's it. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when the next videos are posted.